Move Texas, a nonpartisan organization, visited Texas A&M University San Antonio for a press conference leading up to the election. Madison Gutierrez, Sammy Rocha, and Miriam Perez speak to a representative of the organization and receive anecdotes from fellow students about the election.
Voting regulations can seem intimidating to inexperienced voters. Move Texas offers advice on becoming informed in the upcoming presidential election. Others on campus give anecdotal experiences from inside and outside the ballot box.
So, I was going to say, I know that voting for the first time can be kind of intimidating,
said Bexar County Regional Organizer Alexandra Burkick. Burkick works with Move Texas and shares information on voting in the San Antonio metropolitan region.
Texas has 254 areas of voting, or counties, stuff like that. They all have to abide, obviously, by the election codes, but even within Texas, it is so hyper local to where you live, the different rules or the different regulations that are going to be placed upon you as a voter.
For first-time voters or those trying to become more knowledgeable about who they're voting for, Burkick encourages people to become informed.
Try to become engaged in baby steps.
InterVarsity Christian Fellowship President Ana Martinez has experience at the polling stations participating in the early voting primaries this past year.
And so I felt kind of bad because I wasn't really that informed. I had never voted before, so I didn't know once the ballot, you could only vote for one certain party.
She states that she had very little knowledge about most of the candidates.
I don't know any of these people because I only researched the ones, I only had it in mind the ones that I was going to choose, and I couldn't do that, so I kind of just randomly ended up choosing, which is really bad of me, and I regret it now.
Jacob Lopez, Communications Senior and Vice President of InterVarsity, first voted for the 2020 election when people were required to vote while wearing masks.
I wasn't intimidated, I would say, but I was, a little confused.
Okay.
I was just expecting, the president to be there, and then there's, a bunch of other stuff under it that I was not expecting, so.
The nation's largest youth voting organization, NextGen, visited A&M San Antonio's courtyard for the voting fair on September 17th. Sean Jones is a representative for the organization and states it should take less than 5 minutes to be registered to vote, but finding a location to be registered can be an issue for some.
When I was 16, I got my driver's license, and most people just register to vote when they get their driver's license, but you can at 16, so I had to actually find a place to get registered to vote.
A&M San Antonio will provide polling stations on campus, but there are also 3 confirmed voting stations within 10 minutes of campus, including the Cortez Branch Library and Palo Alto College. Voting by mail is limited to only those who qualify. Burbick of Move Texas said, "Those with disabilities can request help once they're at the ballot box."
But know that you are entitled to assistance when you are voting. That is the number one thing I can say. People at the polling location should be willing to help you and walk you through things.
Early voting will be available from October 21st to November 1st, and the election day is November 5th.